it's Catherine and Elisa here from the American News. If you look at this weekend's website and the newspaper for Sunday, I did a story about electric pressure cookers. I made mac and cheese in the Instant Pot, and I made hard-boiled eggs right here in the office. So.
And once she was done, everybody was peppering her with questions. So it wasn't just me. And we were asking her all sorts of questions, like, when you cook noodles or rice or any of those things, is it pretty much dummy proof?
So it really depends on the recipe, but yeah, there's a lot of really great recipes where you just dump things in, set it, and get it going, and then maybe you have to add a few things at the end, quick stir, and you're ready to eat.
And one thing we were asking about is, the pressure. How do you know what, because one of the keys is waiting until it gets up to pressure, and then you have to cook it for a certain amount of time. How do you know when it reaches pressure?
So there's a little pin, and this one, it'll come right up flush to the top of the lid, and that's when you know it's at pressure. And then once you're at full pressure, the machine actually the timer starts to count. So if you set something for 6 minutes at high pressure, the timing doesn't start until you hit pressure, and it beeps, and you just kind of maybe got to be near the kitchen to kind of listen for it. Some recipes you let it release naturally after that when it's done at pressure. Some you quick release, which is where you turn the knob and you go from there. So
how much quicker is it? I mean, I used the crock pot a few times. That's like a day-long project to cook something. This sounds like it's like done, throw it together and done within like a half an hour.
It's as quick as stovetop cooking with about the ease of a slow cooker. You can just throw things in. So maybe it would take as long as boiling the noodles on the stove, but then I add the cheese and the milk, and we have the mac and cheese all in one pot.
Putting in, I imagine if you put in the right amount of water, you're never going to undercook it or overcook it. It's just going to be...
Rice is usually a simple 1-to-1, kind of depending on the variety of rice, but generally 1-to-1. You set it, and there's lines in here too. So like if you're doing rice or grains, they only want you to go half full, and anything else, they only want you to go up to the 2/3 line. There's really big lines on the inner pot, so you can see those too.